airplanes are a very smart invention. And I will talk to you about how airplanes fly, their engineering, and their different types. First, I'll start with the fighter. The fighter airplane is an airplane for... Oh, frick, I forgot to tell you I'm talking about military airplanes. Well, who cares? Once I look over this, I'll be fine. The fighter airplane is an airplane that has guns and to shoot missiles mounted to it. It can be used in war. It is one of the smaller airplanes. The bomber, I will talk about the B-2 bomber, which is a stealth bomber, and it is very fast, and it has big bombs. I'm kidding. That's not part of it. That's not part of it. I'm kidding. But which shoots bombs at enemy airplanes or drops bombs at enemy bases, which the fighter will take down planes. And then the tanker is an airplane that can go into the air and refuel other airplanes, so they won't have to stop back down at the Air Force or back on the ship or wherever they are. So they can fill them up in air by having this long piece that sticks out. The engineering of the fighter, since the fighter is very small, its wings are smaller. The larger the plane, the larger the wingspan. Like the B-2 bomber, it's like one big wing. So its wings are very wide. And the tanker, since it has to carry so much fluid and all kinds of stuff, it has really wide wings. And the thing about the tanker is it has one long piece coming off the back, which hooks in to a place where you fill up an airplane with fuel, and you can fill it in air. It was very smart engineering. The stealth B-2 bomber, how it was built to make it not shown on radar, was it was made very smooth with not very much ridges on it. So, Jakester! That's my speech. With not very many ridges and material that absorbs radar waves. So when it comes, it'll either go past it, because it won't have much to bounce off of, and it will absorb it. Okay, now how airplanes take off. Airplanes take off because where there's fast air makes low pressure. In low pressure, air rushes to the low pressure area. And so when an airplane starts going really fast, the air going over the wing, it takes a long time, it takes it faster than when it goes straight under, because it has to go over the bump and everything. So it goes a lot quicker, which makes low pressure, so air rushes up to the top, pushing on the wing, pushing the airplane up, which makes it lift off the ground and you're in the air. And when you're in the air and you keep flying, the low pressure and the air rushing keeps it going. But you have your huge jet engines which keep you going forward. Even though you have your drag and the gravity pulling at you, the lift in the jet engines are so strong you stay up and go forward. And how you land is you have something called a flap. And that goes down when you take off, so the air has to go a longer way over the wing to make lower pressure so the air rushes to it more and lifts more. But when you're landing, the flaps go straight out, which makes the air not have to go over anything, so it is equal, and no lift is pushing up on the wing. Oh, a few years ago in Indiana, there was a plane in this big ice storm trying to take a landing, but they're waiting in the air because there are all these other planes. And so it was circling around, and the water and the ice kept hitting it until it froze, until it kept freezing on the top, which made it no bump for the air to go over. So the air went on each side of the wing, over the bottom and the top, and at the same time. It didn't go over the top any faster, which didn't give it any lift. So it ended up going down and crashing. Now that you've learned about planes and how they work and function, will you ever become a pilot? If you want to see these planes in action, go to the blah blah air show in somewhere in Indianapolis on blank blank. What's my time? Gecko. Gecko, what's my time?